room, how could you wait black? It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. Need more jewelry, what I tell myself as I'm writing my...
Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that's a matchup between the Oakland Raiders and the Miami Dolphins. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll run it here with Perine, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this...
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Over!
Now a carry for Perine. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
First carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty.
Leopard!
They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Here's Pirine. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That good for 19 and a 1st down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
They go play action here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to work his way down to the 16. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Taylor steps away to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off down at the 10. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Leopard! Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
On 1st down, throws. It's caught, Stills, right side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On second down, it's Drake. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
On 1st and 10, Rose. It's complete, Stills. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now Pirine, and he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
On 3rd and 2, Rose. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
On 1st down, Drake. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
All right, here we go. 319. 319.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets it a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. And this one is right through. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It sounds like you're going negative on me.
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting a 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And the penalty, a big assist to this offense. Now it's 3rd and 3. Off the play fake, here's Taylor. And the Dolphins rush gets home, down he goes.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Fielded just inside the 30. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Leopard! Leopard!
It's P-Ride to begin the drive. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number one.
Leopard! Leopard! Hurry up, here we go!
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he goes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Check, 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 check! Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw on second down. Rose. Incomplete. He was looking for Parker that time, and now it's third down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
All right, now,
The Dolphins on third down,
56.
just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Rose. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot. Hot.
From the gun, Rose. This is caught by Jackson. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on first down. Rose. He's going to let it go deep. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Mike Gesicki in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
And just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So out come the Raiders. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
Z.
But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the half. It's Taylor. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play action, it's Taylor sliding out of the pocket. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And taken right on the 30. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion, they'll start the drive with Drake. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Back to throw. Rose. And it's caught by Parker. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
All right, now, look at 56. 56. Lucky 56.
A pitch out to Drake. Fights him off. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They toss to P-Ryan. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me.
Hey, a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not in the team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
On 2nd down, Taylor. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They go play action now, Taylor. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. They'll indeed go for it. It's Taylor. Over the middle, complete. It's Gibson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And that'll get him to 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. P.J. Hall there to make the tackle. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. 1st down. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to the 25. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says, try something different. Try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Taylor finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Corey Grant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point good by Catanzaro. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
They start on the ground with Piron. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
On the toss play, this is Drake. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Now on 1st down, Drake again. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
He goes underneath the Drake. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
They run toss to the right with Drake. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Right back to Drake. For a Miami touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He sets to fire deep. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They go play action with Taylor. He's going to look deep down the field. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
A toss play. Here's Piron. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeout in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And his kick here is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They'll throw on first down with Taylor. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. On first down, it's Taylor. Brought in over the middle by Graham. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. From the red zone now, here's Taylor on first down. And this is complete. It's Marshall. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it second down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out, and he's going to be intercepted a third time. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The drive starts with a handoff to Pirine. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
All teams, no matter